What's up, everybody? This is fuck. Fucking one take. I don't give a fuck.
Well, this is take two technically.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, but welcome to the
Offbeat.
first episode
Uh-huh.
of the Offbeat podcast. You know, it is I, your host. Just kidding. We're a duo host, co-host, whatever you want to call us. There is no host technically, but me, your boy Jason. You know, aka Jason, whatever you want to call me, right? Josh Son. You know, my Twitch name. You know, look me up.
And it's your boy, Sad Boy. If that's what you want to call me. If you follow me on Instagram. Lil Triste. If you follow me on Twitter, which no one does. Or you could call me Jose. Because that's my name. But, you know, this is our second time. So bear with us if we mess up or if you hear anything stupid. We're just gonna fucking leave it in because we're fucking stupid people.
That's right. And this first episode. So
Yeah.
who cares? Make
We
sure to hit
learn.
that follow.
We learn as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So people are wondering, what kind of podcast is this? What kind of podcast is this, Jason? Because people are fucking asking. Our 4 viewers are fucking asking. What kind of fucking podcast is this, bro?
I think 4 views is a little optimistic. I think
you're not taking account
but,
us watching our video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess 4 if you include me and yourself. But this is a podcast about anything we want to fucking talk about. You know, there's nothing set in stone except this week, except this first episode.
To make it easier for ourselves.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about anime.
We'll talk about anime.
Exactly.
We want to talk about
football.
We don't talk about football. Want to talk about fucking manga? Cause I read that too.
I thought you said mangoes.
No, manga. I like mangoes though. I eat that. We want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then, if we want to talk about how fucking Warner Bros. Is trash, and you got to support Ray Fisher, we gonna talk about that too.
Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher.
That's right. You know, comic books, Marvel, DC, you name it. That's what we do.
Video games, PC, Xbox, PlayStation.
Fuck Sony. But yes, we will talk about it.
And we're not forgetting Nintendo. Because we gonna talk about Nintendo.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Nintendo. But we're gonna talk about Nintendo too.
Don't say that. Don't ever forget about Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nintendo.
Movies. If we want to talk about movies, we already said that technically with Warner Brothers. Just news in general.
Yeah, you guys get the point though. And as like we said, you know, this first week, just to make it easy on ourselves, we are gonna talk about football. So for all you non-sport fans, I don't care. Listen, like, subscribe, now follow, whatever. Comment, leave a good comment, not a bad one. And if you do like us, you know, if you do like sports, perfect. You know, being that it is week 1 in the NFL, I think it's, you know, prevalent to talk about that. You know, we just did a football fantasy, our second annual football fantasy draft, like 2 weeks ago. So why not talk about it, right?
Exactly. So, being that we procrastinated a bit, we lagged it. This video was supposed to come out last week. You know, we're going to give our predictions on how we feel teams are going to do, who's going to win in their division, who's going to end up winning the Super Bowl, who's going to make it to the playoffs, you know? But since week 1 already happened, we could kind of tell who fucking sucks and who doesn't.
Yeah, and people might think it's over-exaggeration or whatever, but
it's week 1.
It's week 1. Yes, we get it. But, you know, it's very telling to some teams. You know, week 1 is going to set the tone for some of these teams how the rest of the season is going to go for them.
Yep.
That's just football.
Just to say it out right now, I am a Baltimore Ravens fan. You know, been a fan since like I don't know, '08 maybe. You know, Joe Flacco, my boy. Too bad he's traded, so he's not my boy no more. And my boy Jason is
A Raiders fan.
the Raiders.
That's right. So all you fucking haters out there, suck a dick.
Pretty much. All right. So, being that you're a Raiders fan, how was Week 1 for you?
Oh, okay. So, in general or Raiders?
Just Raiders.
Okay.
Your game.
I'll give you. I don't want to take too long on this, but to kind of sum it all up. Love the offense. Oh, we got it. We got it moving. Josh Jacobs, 95 yards, rushing, 46 yards, receiving, 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. That man's a star. All right.
Top 5?
That's it. He's top 5. This season, he will definitely be in top 5.
Bold.
Take Dalvin Cook out of there. Get him out of here. No, get him out of here. That's Jacob's spot now. All right. And he will prove it by the end of the season. I'm not the biggest fan of Derek Carr, but he did what he needed to do. Right? He completed 73% of his passes. Had a 1 touchdown to Nelson Aguilar, who can all of a sudden catch now. We fixed his catching problems. That Philadelphia created.
Okay.
Philly fans are going to get mad at that, but that's fine. And the offense, they flowed. They went up and down the field when they wanted. Henry Ruggs looked explosive, on his first catch, went for 45 yards, a deep ball, I think he ended up with 50 yards total, had 3 catches for 58 yards. Try to use him in, the screen game, the jet sweeps, a little quick slant, let him use that speed. And, yeah, defense, a lot of work. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of work to do.
Okay.
And how about you? How'd you feel about your Ravens Week 1?
Week 1, I'm going to quote the great Nate Diaz by saying, I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
I don't think anyone was.
No one knew. I mean, not that no one knew. Everyone knew that we were going to dominate the Browns like that. Browns are going to Browns, man.
Yeah, Browns are going to Browns.
And if there's a Browns fan watching this video, wake the fuck up. Yeah, wake the fuck up, man. Stop being a Browns fan.
You chose this.
You chose
to support this. And this is nothing new. They've been doing this for years now. And you still decided you wanted to support. Exactly. And if you were born into a Browns, family fan household, then blame your parents.
Exactly. Your parents are always to blame.
Yeah. Look at mom, look at dad. Be like, fuck you for doing this to me.
Exactly. But to go back on it, offense looks great. No surprise there. We were gonna be great. Big surprise for me though, but I've been predicting it. Hollywood Brown is looking phenomenal. That boy's star. That boy's gonna be something.
Yes, sir.
And I'm glad we drafted him. But Lamar, Lamar's gonna do Lamar things. So fucking dominate.
Break ankles.
Exactly. Takes people's souls and shit. Defense, there's a little bit of work to do in our D line, but nothing too bad, We were playing against Odell and Jarvis, so we kind of had to keep a lookout on them. But other than that, man, felt good taking that, knowing that your team won on Sunday nap, that sleep after the game.
Week 1. Week 1's always, if you win on week 1, it's always one of the best feelings. I will say this, though. Your offense, your team, they do have one need. and I would say a fullback because your main fullback, got cut after starting a fight in training camp,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, Earl Thomas, fullback Earl.
Fullback girl,
Yeah, that's true. We do need a fullback now. You're right.
you know, who's also gonna block for Derrick Henry.
That's true. We do need a fullback. But our boy Pat Ricard, he got our backs.
Okay, let's see. So, what are your predictions?
For my
Season
team?
prediction. Yeah.
Um, I'll say most like 12 wins, the most.
So 12-5.
Yeah. The least is probably like 10-7, 10-6. Is
I
that it?
think it's 17 games this season.
So 10-7.
Yeah, I think they implemented that this season. The extra playoff team and then the extra regular season game.
So yeah, I'll say that's the prediction. Depending how we play in the playoffs, I have faith. I think we could be a contender. Our defense did become a little bit better, and that's all you could really ask for.
Yeah.
And I don't really see anyone in our division being a competition. Even though Joe Burrow kind of had me sweating the way he was playing.
Yeah, he's a rookie though. He's gonna do rookie things, unfortunately.
It's true. It's true. What about yours? Predictions for the Raiders?
10-7 or 11-6. I'm being bold. Very optimistic.
All right.
I think we can pull off some wins, especially late in the season. At worst, we can 9-8.
9-8, the worst.
At worst, I don't want anything lower than that. It's impossible. It's impossible to go 8-8 anymore. And I just want to have a winning season again.
I feel you.
Yeah. So that's my predictions there.
Okay. Do you want to talk about like each division, or you just want to say fuck all those other divisions?
We can do a quick recap.
I mean, like predictions for like each division.
Each team.
Mm-hmm. No, not each team. Like just who's gonna be the winner of each division.
Oh yeah, we can go and do that.
Okay, so
I'll kick it off with the AFC West. It's still the Chiefs division. Unfortunately, fuck Mahomes, fuck Tyreek, but they're just good. It's still their division.
Okay, so they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, you win the division, you got playoffs.
So who? Okay, and then for my division, a little bias here, but I think the Ravens would be the leaders of the AFC North. I think, I don't think the Steelers showed me anything to be worried about. Big Ben, time's catching up with you, brother, and I think it's time to let go of the football.
Yeah, just because you lost like 30 pounds, you fat fuck, doesn't mean you're gonna be any better.
All right, let's go AFC East. That's
Bills.
You think Bills for sure?
Yes.
You don't think the Patriots with Cam Newton will take over that division again?
I mean, it's the Dolphins. Let's relax. It's not like he was even throwing the ball good. He rushed for those touchdowns.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. He looked better than he has prior. Now let's see if he can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see once he starts playing better teams.
But now,
the Bills, man, they look strong.
Okay. In my eyes, I'm gonna go with a sleeper of a pick.
If you say that,
I think the Dolphins, when and if they play Tua, will be a different team.
Look, you know how you said the Browns are gonna Brown, the Dolphins are gonna Dolphin.
At least the Dolphins have done shit in recent memory. They've made it to the playoffs. Browns haven't been in the playoffs since I don't even think I was born.
We'll see.
I'm saying if they play Tua, I think Dolphins would take it. If they don't play Tua, I think the Bills would take it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
How about the AFC South?
Dude, all those teams are fucking trash, though. You know what?
Yeah. Tennessee's sticking it up right now against a Broncos team that doesn't even look good.
That don't even have Von Miller.
The Jags, who are tanking, actually beat the fucking Colts. A Phillip Rivers-led Colts.
It's Gardner Minshew time.
Oh, man. And then Texans just, against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a hard one to choose. In my opinion, I think maybe I can't choose a clear winner, but it's going to be between, unfortunately, the Texans and the Titans.
That's what you think? Okay. In my eyes, it kind of seems like certain that Texans will probably win that division because that division sucks. But I think a surprise winner can be the Jaguars. I think they showed enough heart going up against a rival team and winning that shit. My boy Garner, he has a chip on his shoulder. And I think he wants to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, but the coach is going to shut that shit down. He wants to tank for Tua.
It's
only a matter of time. He's like, hey, man, stop winning.
For Tua.
I mean, Trevor. All right. He's tanking for Trevor.
One take. Okay. But I'm saying that's a surprise. I think Texans are going to win, but a surprise can be the Jaguars. All right, let's go NFC North. No one cares about the NFC here. NFC are trash. AFC always wins every year.
All of them, from top to bottom. Garbage teams. But we're talking the North. Green Bay Packers, baby. Still Aaron Rodgers' division. I thought it was going to be different. Vikings have a strong offense. Pretty good defense. No corners, but still, it's one of the better front seven. Front seven units in the team, and man,
if it's not Green Bay, it's got to be the Vikings. If it's not the Vikings, it's gonna be Green Bay.
It's obvious, but I feel like it's Green Bay. I think they'll hold on to that nice lead the rest of the year and just win the division.
Okay. NFC East now. The Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Washington football team.
One of the worst divisions in football, if not the worst division in football. Because golly, I never said that word before. Golly, that's how bad this division is. It got me saying that word.
I think, in my eyes, it's probably going to go down to the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division since, Cowboys are going to Cowboys. The Giants, they need some help. They need some milk. And,
poor Saquon.
Right now, Washington is looking kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, but it's still Washington, right? I mean, they got a great line. It's a very young, tough D line. You got Montez Sweat. You got the veteran Ryan Kerrigan. I mean, Chase Young now. It's I think Jerron Reed. I can't remember who specifically, which Reed it was, but
one of the
but offensively they don't have much going. I mean, there's some players that surprise you, right? But it's still the Washington football team. Yeah, that's true. But still, and it's just the Washington football team, man. Like
the nameless team.
The nameless team, and on top of that, Ron Rivera has a lot of work to do with it. I think he'll do a great job, but they still need time, right?
Yeah.
And I think it will be the Eagles division again. It's a given, but just because that division is so bad, and they're fortunate enough to be in that division, that a 9-8 win could do it. It's
True.
that'll get them the division.
I
I
agree.
think I think they go 9-8, maybe 10-7,
Okay.
and I mean, it could be possible that they win it with a losing record if
Like
they
last
are all that bad.
year. Okay.
So
Moving
yeah,
on ahead. Let's go to the NFC South. You know, probably one of the strongest divisions in the league, I think, in my opinion.
yes,
I think probably the toughest division in the league, actually. Um,
yes.
every
I
team
would
looks
say so.
crazy right now. Falcons, they showed some heart. You have Julio Jones, of course, he's going to go off. Panthers, Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty good game,
Yeah,
but,
CMC baby.
but, you know,
That white boy can move.
but, they lost to the Raiders, so that kind of tells some things.
Well, they're still a very young team. They need to build, and they need to continue building around CMC, right?
Yeah.
Um, they
You got
got
DJ
Robbie
Moore.
Anderson, DJ Moore. Those are good receivers. I
Who's
think they
their
just
tight
still need
end?
to grow. Uh, I don't know, to
Is it
be honest.
Graham? No.
No, he did not play in that game. So they have a very forgettable tight end. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But they still have some time to grow. The defense can
Upside.
still grow.
They have a lot of upside.
It's, yeah, let's be honest. It's the favorites, I guess, can be the Saints, but I feel like Brady needs a little more time to gel with that Bucks offense.
Yeah.
And once they do, they can be contenders as well. It's going to be neck and neck between those two. I promise you, when Saints go into Tampa Bay, it won't be the same outcome as it was this past game. I guarantee it.
I agree. I I agree. I think Saints are probably going to win the division. They've been winning the division for years now. I don't think anything is going to change this season unless some reason Brady and like that team can bring an amazing outcome right now.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll find out. Had a voice crack right there, but who cares? Um, let's
One take,
go.
baby.
Yeah, let's go NFC West because we have a lot of surprising surprising teams in that division that are doing really good. And in my eyes, I did not expect the Rams defense to be that good.
We can chop it up to being Rams' great defense, or we can just leave it to Cowboys and a Cowboy. You know, I mean, the Cowboys. We already talked about them, but basically, long story short, that's what they've done for the last couple of years, right? They have a very talented offense who just can't get it done. So don't get me wrong, the Rams still have a great defense,
Great
but
defense for acting.
they'll get theirs. But I still think that offense leaves a lot to be desired. And in the end, they got the Seahawks in that division. That's still Russell Wilson's division, baby. That's all them.
But you think Russell can beat the Rams when they have an Oscar winner in the defense of the Rams?
Look. that Jalen.
Just give him the Oscar.
Let's give him the Oscar. That was beautiful. I had to stand up and slow clap that man. What a beautiful performance.
Got a standing ovation from everyone.
Oh man, I haven't seen anything like that since Joaquin's fucking Joker role.
I haven't seen acting like that since the 2018 World Cup with Neymar.
Oh man. But
we're
the
talking about
49ers.
Football. Wrong football. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, 49ers are still a strong defensive team, but what a shocker, man. Calamari.
True.
That man did his thing.
That offense is looking pretty good.
I think it's the most wide open division. I personally think that it's going to be the Seahawks, but I won't be surprised if maybe the Cardinals sneak it, or maybe
That's
the
true.
Rams end up taking it, or the 49ers
Can that be
take it
the
again.
can that be the division that has more than two teams in the playoffs?
I think so.
Yeah, I
I
believe
can
it too.
definitely see. I would say Seahawks and Niners for sure, right?
Hmm.
And I think they, either Rams or Cardinals can take that last wild card spot.
You know what? As much as 49er fans are going to hate me, I do not think their team is a good team. Defensively, their team is great. I'll give it to them. But offensively, can't win games by running. Ravens showed this last season. I know. Trust me. I fucking know. But, um, I just don't have faith in Jimmy carrying that team. Just
No, he's a mediocre quarterback, as mediocre as it gets. I mean, George Kittle said it himself. You know, um, when he was in that Busting with the Boys podcast. Shout out to them. No free shout outs, how they like to say, right? He said it, man. Throughout the playoffs, they only he only threw the ball like 18 times in 3 playoff games.
how do you
They
have
were,
one of the best tight ends and not do that?
I mean, he's a great blocking tight end too. He loves doing that. He said it himself. He can block and he can catch. He can dual threat. That's why he's one of the best,
But give
right?
that boy the ball.
True. And they have a decent running game, and it worked for them. And then quick slants, to Debo Samuel. That was a game plan, and then just let they didn't have to score a lot because the defense didn't allow other teams to score a lot. They
That's
didn't have to
true.
get into shootouts, right?
That's
And that
true.
worked for them. But this year might be different, man, because that division, from top to bottom, they got better.
This is another division that looks like it's gonna be really competitive when it comes
Yeah,
down
but
to who's gonna be the winner.
let's all be honest. All the powerhouses are still in the AFC because fuck the NFC.
Regardless how good an NFC team looks, AFC is always gonna win.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So that goes for every division. Um.
Just quick predictions.
Yeah. How about who do you got going to the Super Bowl? It's a little early, but
That's a little early.
we'll do this prediction now, and if we end up talking about football on a later date, we'll look back in our predictions and
And see how fucking wrong we were.
exactly.
How we don't know shit in reality.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, this breaks my heart to say. I don't want to see the Kansas City Chiefs again and the Super Bowl. And I'm inclined to say the Ravens, but I don't want to boost your ego either. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
But I'd probably have to say Ravens, and I'm gonna be a little wild card here. I say the Saints.
The Saints. Hmm. Okay. Uh, for me, I still think Kansas City's probably the best team in the AFC. Ravens have a lot to prove, but if it's not Kansas, I think in my eyes, I want it to be this. I want
The
it to
Raiders.
be
The Raiders.
the. I want it to be Ravens versus Seahawks in the in the in the Super Bowl.
That'd be a fun one. I think Russell definitely deserves a second one after Pete Carroll
Mm-hmm.
fucked that one up for all of them all
Yeah,
those years back. But
yeah.
that's definitely a fun one. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Just see a shootout, man. Just going back and forth.
Oh,
That'd
that'd
be
be
cool.
so fun. But I mean, Jackson breaking ankles, Russell Wilson breaking ankles.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be. I think that's my prediction. And we'll be back like probably like I don't know, week 10. we'll look back at these predictions and see and like slap ourselves in the face after we found out how wrong we are. All right. So this is a cool little test run, you know, our first podcast.
Okay, one quick thing, because I do want to bring this up. I mean, we plan to have this around like 30 minutes, being our first episode. We're probably running a little longer with that, but who cares, right? But I do want to bring this up a little bit. And that was about our fantasy football, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fun. Let's be honest. We had a little kinks, we had to go through some little struggles because not everyone can attend. We have a participant who is in the league that's not even in this country, right? My brother,
Yeah.
right? Other two people couldn't make it, but still, we made the best of it. I figured a way out as commissioner, aka Jason Godell. I figured it out, and it was fun as fuck. It was hot as fuck.
The hottest
Very hot
day.
day.
The hottest day of this year, yes.
Oh, yeah, right. But it was fun.
Well, if you guys don't know, we are in California.
Yeah,
And it reached 115 degrees that day.
that's right. And I knew you Arizonans and Texans and be like, that's it. Well, yeah, bitch. We're talking about California here. All right. But shout out to Texas, Arizona.
True.
That shit was fun. It was the first time we ever did a offline, live draft.
Yeah.
I mean, we plan to do this annually now. This is our second time doing this league. And shit, man. I mean, it was a terrible week one for me. I got blown out.
Same.
But I think I got a pretty decent squad overall. I have good hopes. I mean, everyone has a good squad, top to bottom, man. Some surprising picks.
Yeah.
Some not surprising picks.
Someone,
John and George Kittle. I mean, he basically told us he was going to do it like hours before. Thinking he was slick.
Our friend Ernie somehow getting Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey. Who the fuck let him do that? I don't fucking know.
I know. Yeah. But, what were your thoughts about that day? It was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Drinking, eating.
More drinking.
Yeah.
And then more eating.
Like in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, beer, tequila, vodka, more beer.
Beer. Yeah. Definitely. And then, dude, I couldn't lay off that chamoy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That shit was
amazing. I think I got like 5 pounds off of that chamoy alone.
I know, right? I killed like half the damn thing by myself. At one point, I was just fucking dipping my finger in them, and no coronavirus, but just dipping and eating it out of there.
But since we're talking about fantasy, I'm just gonna say real quick that my fucking running backs fucking screwed me over this week. All right.
You think your running back screwed you over? Look at Casas. Okay. Joe Mixon got him like 8 points.
He won though. Yeah, what are you talking about? Mark Ingram gave me 2 points.
And then Saquon gave him like what, 10?
Yeah, and fucking Nick Chubb gave me 5 points. I've never been screwed so hard in fantasy.
Bro. Fantasy's fun though. I think what's crazy about it is that depending on who you get, it's a love-hate thing, because especially when your team plays against a team where you have that player in your fantasy league, you want best case scenario is that your team still wins while the other player on the other team that you have on your team goes off as well, but nothing ever works out that way. So it's a roller coaster of emotions, but it's fun as fuck. We do have money on this, obviously, right? Big risk, big rewards. Huh?
Has everyone paid you?
No. I'm still missing 2.
Kick them out of the fucking league. No, I'm just kidding.
Same 2 people who didn't show up, I should say.
Always.
That's I'm just playing.
That's stealing. Green Bay fans.
But Green Bay fans, right? But there's not a lot of money in it, obviously, I'm not rich. Fucking Bill Gates. Yeah, I had a homie who was like, "Yeah, man, we all put 200 each. And I was like, bitch, that was our total. Like, which I put 20. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
true.
Like,
I mean, we're doing
come
this
on,
for
man.
fun. We're not doing this competitively, you know.
Yeah. But dude, I was like, all right, so, that's a weird flex, but cool, you
Cool for
know.
you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this now. After we got done drafting, I was projected to win one game,
And it might be true now.
and seeing how my running backs played,
It might-
I'm starting to believe it. So fucking shit, man. I
Talking
have
shit
faith.
indeed.
I have faith in my team. My team will step up, I think.
Yeah, and we'll definitely keep you updated as the episodes go, on how the season is going.
True.
But like I said, in future episodes, we will talk about more. Like, we said in the intro, we are about a lot more things. But this is the first episode. We kind of, wanted to. This is also like a little trial. Get the nervios out the way.
Yeah.
We'll see. You try to get some kind of flow, some rhythm, see how things go. It took 2 takes, almost took 3, but
Almost.
decided, fuck it. This time, 1 take. Let's go.
When we mess up, we'll just continue and learn on the way.
That's right. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought we should get some football talk out of the way because we are excited about football. It is finally back, after months of not knowing whether there was going to be football due to the whole, COVID situation.
Making sure everyone is still safe out there.
Yeah, wash your fucking hands.
Wear a fucking mask.
I hate the mask too. Trust me. I think it's stupid, but hey, follow the rules. Wear the damn mask.
Wear them.
Wear them.
But I feel this is good first episode.
Yeah. I think it's good here. Just I guess to end this, if you wanna follow me on social media, my Instagram is sir_J, so SIRR_JAYY. Twitter, same SirJ2, so SIR_JAYY and then 2.
I mean,
Right.
you didn't have to say all this, We could have just put like a link in the description. You want
We
to follow
could,
our
but-
social medias, it's down in the description box.
Yeah, but might as well fuck it.
I'm not gonna say mine because I don't fucking remember my social media. So,
Dude, this is off the dome. It just came to me right now.
yeah,
I have a Snapchat, but I'm not gonna give it to you fuckers because
that's
I
private.
hardly use it, and it's for private. And I'm not talking about nudes, not that kind of private,
Yeah.
but other private things, right? So, and yeah, that's about all. And also follow me on Twitch at Sun, so JAH_SON. For those who've watched the Wu-Tang, an American Saga on Hulu, shout out to them. Shout out to Wu-Tang. You know where that nickname comes from.
Yeah.
I thought it was fitting. So yeah, follow me on Twitch. Very noob streamer. I suck at streaming. I suck at gaming, but I don't care. It's fun to do. So I will be starting that back up again. So catch me there.
Yeah, and then I stream too, if you want to watch. I suck at streaming, but I say I'm decent in games, and yeah. All right.
Jesus, bro.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Just fucking watch me, okay? Just fucking watch me. Just do it.
Yeah, and then also, make sure to. I think we're gonna be putting this on Spotify for sure.
And
what other
YouTube.
platforms are you planning on putting this on? Maybe Apple Music,
Oh yeah. YouTube, of course.
YouTube, of course. Yeah, we do have a channel as well.
It's Offbeat.
The Offbeat channel. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. So for now, we'll be putting the podcast there, but we have a lot of content ideas coming in the future for that channel.
If this, starts taking off,
Yeah, which it will, because positive thoughts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but we have a lot of content ideas coming. So just be patient with us and stay tuned. It will come out. We'll start to put it out. Eventually. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. Um,
You
but
know, I
yeah,
think Sony is talking about their PlayStation 5. I think they're having another showcase this Wednesday, so maybe we'll talk about that in the Xbox, you know?
yes, big news. Big news already came out from Xbox, and so we expect big news from this next PlayStation showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
A new
and
God of
then,
War, most likely.
yeah. And then I think what I want to also, because I'm a nerd, I like anime,
Okay.
and there's some anime that I might want to talk about. Because I did just finish a series.
We're not going to
It's
say it
very
now,
no, we're not
but
saying that.
we'll talk about it in that.
Talk about that, yeah. But we'll start to diverse the topics a little more, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't know if we mentioned this, but the gameplay in the background, if you do want to play it or you're wondering what it is, the game is called Gridiron. It's a free to play game on Steam. I don't know if it's on anything else, but I do know it's on Steam. It's not on console, it's only a PC game. And the game's, pretty much the football game that I've been wanting.
The one that Madden should have been fucking making
Exactly.
for God knows how long. So take notes, EA.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking take notes.
You motherfuckers. Make a fucking good
Motherfuckers.
game for
Yeah,
one fucking day of your fucking life.
one day. That's all we ask. Which is one good one.
Make a new NFL Street. Let 2K
Oh,
make an NFL game. Please.
oh, that would
Even
be
though
the
I don't
fucking
like
day.
2K either. But fuck it, competition makes better products.
Yes, sir. That's one thing we've learned.
Alright.
Competition makes better products.
Alright then. So thank you for everyone that watched. Hopefully we come out with new videos. We'll try weekly, if not whenever the fuck
Bi-weekly, maybe.
yeah, whenever we
Whenever you
have
get
time.
around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we are editing these videos by ourselves, we're still learning. So hopefully, by then more people watch us and that'll motivate us to continue doing this. But again, thank you, and we'll see you in the next podcast.
We out.
Peace out.